programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo's Echoey Reviews. So, again, just gonna hop into it. Today we're gonna take a look at the Generations Deluxe class Cyclonus. Um, this is a figure that I really like, actually, despite the fact that, yes, it has been completely, outshined by the new Kingdom Cyclonus that we got. This figure still has its place, so figured I'd throw him up here, take a look at him. Thing to note, when this figure was originally released, he came with a Target Master, Nightstick was its name. He came with Nightstick. I do not have Nightstick, so we will not look at Nightstick, but I will mention him when he is worth mentioning. Right there, that's where you'd plug him in for storage and vehicle mode. But as you can see, we've got Cyclonus's classic, swept wing, pointy-nosed jet mode. Looks pretty decent. Definitely a little gappy here and there, but overall it does still kind of work. You do have a folding landing gear down here, if you can get a hold of it, as well as one right up here where his head very obviously is hiding. So you do get landing gear in this mode, which is nice. Nice bits of, just extra colors here and there just to break things up. Nice molded detail all throughout, actually. It doesn't hold together as well as I wish, though. As you can see back here, these things don't really tab in or anything. And the back of the vehicle does look pretty bad. But this figure is kind of all about the robot mode. To be fair, I'm as good as the robot mode is from when this figure was made, I'm shocked that the vehicle mode isn't worse, actually. So, transform this guy really quick. Oh, really quick, actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and side-by-side him with Kingdom Cyclonus, so you can see, yes, obviously this figure is frankly just kind of spectacular, so it's really unfair to do this comparison, actually, but this guy is still actually pretty good. See how they size up to one another. The Deluxe guy is actually almost as wide as the new Voyager, which is, I don't know if that's saying something about how big this guy was or how little new Voyagers are, but anyway, start transforming him. Go ahead, push in the nose cone here. You will find on most copies of this figure that you get nowadays, this thing is quite loose, so good luck getting it to even stay out for vehicle mode. Come back here and untab the arms from the legs. Go ahead and fold out the feet, both halves, then shift both halves of the leg down, and then these parts will actually come down and clip into place. So while the legs don't, tab in up here for the vehicle mode, they do at least quite stiffly lock together for the robot mode. So they're really sturdy, actually. Same thing over here. Get these down, locked in. And as you can see, they do a really good job of filling each other out, avoiding any hollow spots. Go ahead, raise up a tiny bit here. Gonna go ahead and open up the entire back of the vehicle. Fold this section of the nose in. Fold the rest of that down like that. Close up the back. Turn the head around. I'm going to take this weird little armature here that has the wing/arms on it. Rotate it around. Then there's a little slot right here. Tab there. Slot, tab. Got that backwards. Either way, that'll clip together. Rotate the arm down. Unpeg the, or untab the arm from the wing there. The arm is actually on a double hinge that you will rotate down and out. Rotate the arm right there at the bicep. And before I flip out the fist, one thing to note, these weird little thruster sections on the hands, you could peg Nightstick into this if you had him. Again, I can't show that. But go ahead, fold out the fist. And then the wing is on a double hinge here. So go ahead and just fold that back, like so. Same thing over here. Rotate, clip, rotate, untab, extend, rotate, flip out, and flip back. And there you have your Deluxe class Cyclonus in robot mode. And yeah, this is where this figure shines. This robot mode, for its age, is incredible. It actually still stands up just in terms of mold and paint and everything. Really, really nice head sculpt there. As you can see, his light piping is... This is some of the best light piping you'll ever have. I'm using my hand to make it just light up that well. You know, no flashlight, just hand. He's doing that already. Decepticon insignia on the chest. Nice molded robo abs. Really quick here. Here he is next to the Kingdom Voyager Cyclonus. So you can get a sense of how they scale there. And yeah, we definitely don't have as big of Voyagers as we used to. But then again, this guy was... he was a pretty big Deluxe class for his time, actually. So, posability on this guy is pretty good. The head can rotate. No up and down, sadly, but full rotation if you want it. Shoulders can rotate pretty well, actually. You will have to, let this wing come out a little bit to get you clearance. But there is a full rotation there. You've got the bottom hinge there of the double hinge for the arm extension, which does also let you shift the arm outward if you need to. 90-degree bend at the elbow, bicep swivel, nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist, sadly. Ball jointed hips, kick forward, kick back, just shy of the full splits. Oh, never mind. He basically can do the full splits. There's a swivel right there in the middle of the thigh. Not quite 90 degrees at the knee. And you can crab claw the feet, I've heard this called. So I guess we'll go with that. And he does have that slight angle molded into his feet so that he always has a little bit of an A stance. Weird thing about him, if you haven't already noticed, yes, only one hand actually has a molded, port for holding anything. The other hand is just a solid fist. Definitely something you don't see now, but actually kind of neat. I mean, overall, this figure was really, really good. And Hasbro knew that, because they sold it to us again in a 2-pack with Hot Rod. Now, I don't have Hot Rod. I don't have this version's Nightstick, because yes, this one originally came with a Nightstick. I don't have it. And the previous owner actually put on a Repro label for the chest there, which looks really, really great in my opinion, actually. But yeah, this was your other widespread Cyclonus release, I guess you'd say. I want to say that the pack was like the Battle in Space, they called it, or something. Beside the point, really, really nice color scheme on this guy, actually. Quite a bit different from the main release. If I remember right, this was going more for, I think it was the IDW comics at the time, while this one very clearly is going for the more G1 movie style. Again, great light piping on those eyes. Overall, really, really cool, actually. Not a lot to say, obviously. it's another good version of a cool figure. Here's how that one looks next to the Kingdom version. Nearly identical purple in a few places, actually, which is neat. And then there was also a much harder to get, I want to say it was a conference figure, but they did a shattered glass version of Cyclonus, which means he had Hot Rod's color scheme, actually. I do not have that one, but here's a picture of it so you can see what it looked like. Pretty neat, although that one, as I understand, had a problem where all of the shoulders were, it was either the shoulder or the elbow or something, was put together backwards so that he couldn't actually bend his arms. Something weird like that. So there's that, but then there's yet another version of this figure because clearly I like this thing. And massive shout out to my buddy Jorge actually for this one. But finally, we have the Henkei version. And this is G1 incarnate. This is, if you're going to get a version of this guy, this is the one to get. As you can see, he's a much, much brighter purple. Frankly, he's lavender, but it's, I know some people are going to be threatened by saying the L word, so he's light purple. He actually has a more gold color for light piping. Again, it works very, very well, though not quite as well as the red on something about the red this guy had actually was like just the most insane light piping ever. But he's got that more gold color. Again, came with the nightstick, don't have the nightstick, but he has chrome wings as well, which are, oh man, they're spectacular. And they're that good, Japanese chrome, which means, yeah, you've got a little bit of chipping here and there, but I'm not actually worried about waking up one day and just having white wings like I am with so many of the American, Hasbro releases with chrome. And again, say I did it. Kingdom Cyclonus. And as you can see, yeah, if you want a G1 color scheme version of this guy, this is clearly the one to get. But overall, really, just get yourself some sort of Cyclonus. I've not messed with the G1 Cyclonus, to be fair, but every other version of Cyclonus I have gotten the chance to, spend some time with, they're all awesome. They're all really cool. And I do actually have one other Cyclonus, but I'm going to save him for another video as I'm still trying to find his gun. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.